I have Anthony from Australia ask the question, are sugar-free drinks bad for me? Yes, they are bad for you. I just want to end the video there, but I know you want a little more background. Unless you're drinking water, because water is sugar-free, if you're drinking any one of these sugar-free drinks, I highly recommend against it. And the reason for that is most of these, artificial sweeteners are highly toxic. In fact, if you look at aspartame or aspartic acid, it's in the little pink packets, NutraSweet. Oh, I didn't say the name, did I? NutraSweet, yes, the little pink packets, aspartame. When you take that into a lab and heat it up to just below body temperature, 86 degrees Fahrenheit, our body's 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, so it'd be about 29 degrees centigrade. When you heat it up to that level, it becomes formic acid, formaldehyde, and ethyl alcohol. It literally becomes neurotoxins and poisons the body. And there's been a plethora of studies around aspartic acid and its ability to mimic all kinds of other symptoms of disease. So a lot of people might go in with migraines or with grand mal seizures or with all kinds of different symptoms simply because they're drinking a sugar-free drink with aspartame, and a doctor might give you a prescription and diagnose you with epilepsy or a whole plethora of different things. And if you just remove that, you're good to go. So yeah, aspartame, no good. There's all kinds of other sweeteners that are constantly coming out that are artificial. You see Splenda. Splenda, they say, just good as sugar because it is sugar, but we've poured chlorine into it, and it's dispelled a molecule of carbon and added chlorine, and supposedly chlorine won't absorb into your cells, so now you can eat the sugar, and it doesn't even absorb, and it goes right through your body, and it's crap. And it was actually developed within the insecticide industry. Do your research. Literally, insecticide scientists were sitting down. One of them handed a sample and said, can you please test the sample? The scientist thought he said, can you taste the sample? So he tasted it, it was highly sweet. Bing, light bulb idea. They had the next artificial sweetener. You can literally go get that yellow packet down at Starbucks, take a bunch of them, take them home and dump them on the ants, and it will kill off ant colonies. So you can use artificial insecticides to kill insects, or you can pour it in your coffee or have it in your cake mixes or so many other things. I highly recommend anything that says sugar-free, really find out what it's saying. And if it's an artificial sugar, absolutely do not have it. And a lot of these sugar-free drinks and energy drinks like Red Bull and all of these types of things have components in there that are just shocking. Literally, bull's testicles extracted called taurine and causing all kinds of issues. There's people literally dying. There are teenagers and individuals having heart attacks and other issues from drinking energy drinks. If you want a perfect energy drink, you can have an energy drink the way people have had it for hundreds of years. Squeeze some lemon into some water. Literally, I have this awesome, powerful energy drink that is amazing. I just squeeze lemon into a liter of water, 2 full lemons. I add maple syrup, which is really high in minerals. There's actually a master cleanse that this is based on, and a pinch of cayenne pepper, which gets your circulatory system going. It cleans everything out. It dilates everything. So you end up feeling really good. And in fact, if you look into the history of bodybuilders before all these colorful, no sugar and powders and drinks and things came out, like your Gatorade and your Powerade, which are artificial colors that come from coal tar, which are known to cause leukemia. Hello? Literally known to cause cancer. I highly recommend going back to nature. Bodybuilders used to use lemon and honey, and they would power themselves on lemon and honey and have energy and strength, unlike a lot of the bodybuilders today that are fueling up on these super high protein, unhealthy things and literally having to sleep all day and just wake up and push some weights and then go back to sleep. So if you go back to a more natural way of doing things, it'll be fantastic. Didn't mean to go off too much there, but the simple answer is absolutely do not do sugar-free drinks. Zero sugar, Coke Zero. Yes, I'm saying Coke. Yes, I'm saying Pepsi. Yes, I'm saying all these. I would say you'd be better off just drinking the actual corn syrup, which is also shocking and causes diabetes and weight gain and all kinds of other things. So just go back and start making your own drinks. And you can use things like honey. You could use maple syrup. You could use stevia. You could use raw sugar if you want to. but I would recommend some of the more natural forms of sweeteners that are still fantastic, and just avoiding store-bought stuff altogether. It's a lot cheaper. You can adjust it to where you like it. You can put in berries, you can put in fruits and infuse that into your water, add some sweeteners, do some different things, get creative, get away from this marketing, get away from the poisoning that's happening, and keep it natural. So thanks for watching.